separation anxiety. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. They call me Pounds, here I'm known as 978 Customs create, plus I rhyme great. YouTube, welcome back to another 978 Customs video, and right now we have first appearance Superior Spider-Man, or Superior Spider-Man with his first appearance costume. It is a really, I don't want to say cool design, it's a pretty basic Spider-Man design, but there are some differences that just make this costume its very own. It just makes it unique, and that's what kind of made me want to do it. I didn't want to do it at first, I gotta be honest. I was asked to do this a while back, and first time I seen this costume, I just thought it looked like regular Spider-Man, but I was just overlooking the design and I didn't really look at the details. And so the minute I did that, I saw there was some slight differences between him and the regular Spider-Man. And this is why I decided to do it. I showed this to a few people on Instagram, and a lot of them were saying that they wish Hasbro had made this version instead of the Superior Spider-Man we got. And I like both of them, honestly. I just wish they did both of them again. I think there's room to make a Superior wave. You can make this one, the new Superior costume, Superior Octopus, and then throw some chicks in the rest of the wave just to kind of fill it out, because they won't do all Spider-Man. They'll do 2 girls or 2 villains and some strange Build-A-Figure. But I really would like Hasbro to make this Superior Spider-Man and then make the other Superior Spider-Man again on a taller body, preferably the Pizza Spider-Man body. The Superior Spider-Man in his first appearance costume, when you think about it, it is baffling, wondering why Hasbro didn't put this out instead of the other one. But I think the other one was just more popular, and it was his own costume, where this resembled more of just the 616 costume. And so in order to sell more toys, they probably had to give you 2 different designs rather than 2 designs that look the same, just colored differently. What makes a really good Spider-Man design? It starts off with the eyes and mask. And on first impression, the lenses are what caught my attention. Flipping through the comic book and then going through some comic art on the internet, I saw how the lenses were shaped and how they reflected and how they were shaped also. They had like, they were raised on top of, it was like lenses on top of lenses in a way. And Hasbro captured that look perfectly with their Superior Spider-Man. So all I needed to do was just paint it to look like what it did in the comic. I mainly followed this reference shot. This is what I used to create my eyes. But there are different shots, and his eyes do look different in different pages, so keep that in mind. But I love these feet as well. It's ironic that I didn't even see it the first time, so I didn't even make the feet. Then looking further into the comic art, I saw, oh damn, he has talons on those toes. And so I thought, what could I do? I grabbed Superior Venom, shaved down 4 of his toes, and left that big toe. But like every Marvel legend, you should have no problems with posing this figure around. Your head does go up, and it does go down. You can look left and right with no issues. You can lift this arm up all the way. Butterfly joints work. They go down. You also get the shoulder rotation that does 360. You get the bicep swivel, of course. This very effectable double jointed elbow that works really well with this figure. You get this claw, and the wrist swivels and does hinge as well. Pretty typical, pretty standard stuff. You guys know how this goes. You get the ab crunch, goes all the way up. This has a really good ab crunch, by the way. Probably the best ab crunch on a Pizza Spider-Man body. And it's not Pizza Spider-Man. Superior. Ab crunch goes down, it swivels left and right. You do get this much of split activity. Kick goes up high. It's not painted under the feet, only under the toe. Double jointed knees. Thigh swivel, ankles rock, and hinge. And that's pretty much it for this figure, but what else do you want? Toe articulation? No. But I will say I am kind of happy with these toes. Without having to sculpt anything, I'm pretty satisfied. Really simple recipe. If you want to make yourself a first appearance Superior Spider-Man, all you need is a Superior Spider-Man figure and a Superior Venom figure, or a Lasher. Probably Superior Venom is more likely because of the hands. The hands fit perfectly to those Superior Spider-Man hands, and the feet swap perfectly and the rest is just a paint job. So it's pretty doable, guys. If you really want to make one, that's all you need. But really quick, I want to shout out my buddy who commissioned this figure from me, because he's the biggest Superior Spider-Man fan there is. And right now he has this custom, the Superior Venom custom, I'm lying. The Superior Octopus custom, the Symbiote Superior I made recently, the Assassin Spider-Man on the Superior body, and a couple Kanes. 2 versions of Kane. This guy picks up so many customs, and I want to thank you very much. I do appreciate your support, buddy, and I try to make you happy as much as I can. So the next one is on me, pal.
Ay, Dios mío! Did you say you get something free, my friend?
Well, not just to anyone.
You gonna make the viewers cry like babies?
Hey, you shut your mouth when you talk about my viewers.
No, you listen to me.
Don't you
okay?
dare.
Wait,
What?
Hold on.
You?
Okay.
Bro, you crazy?
Stop it.
Yeah. I swear, if I have to deal with that guy again. But let me show you the back of this spider. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I like it. I think it looks cool. It sets itself apart from a lot of different spiders on Spider-Man's back. The matted black looks pretty cool as well. Here's the comic art, just in comparison to the figure we kind of saw, even though it was at a bad angle. But it's not hard. It's just a circle with some spikes coming out of it. And I think I kind of captured the look. Superior Spider-Man, right next to the Superior Spider-Man, the one Hasbro released. And it's a little glossy compared to the matte finish that I have next to mine, so it's kind of not a good comparison. However, it's the same exact body, just repainted, different hands, different feet. But I would like another Superior Spider-Man on the Pizza Spider-Man body. And hey, if you're going to make the first appearance, why not make it on the Pizza Spider-Man as well? Pizza Spider-Man, or the vintage, actually, right next to the first appearance Spider-Man. And this is a better comparison because the vintage has a more matte finish than the Pizza one did, or the Superior. But they do have similarities and differences. I mean, the design pattern is pretty much the same. The logos are different. And I think if Hasbro were to do it, they could just use the same exact body with the Superior head, or pretty much the all-new, all-different Spider-Man recipe. And to remake them both would be cool. I know I said that a few times in this video, but I don't see why not. They gave us Pizza Spider-Man a couple times, twice to be exact. Why not give us another Superior? I bought these comics a long time ago, honestly, before I even knew the difference between the first appearance Superior Spider-Man and the Superior Spider-Man. Yes, it was only 2 years ago. There was a guy who didn't know too much about Spider-Man, but dug very deep and found a bunch of different versions, and for some reason gravitated towards the Spider-Man action figure world. And here I am. Hello. No, but I really didn't know much, and I was happy to have these comics. I bought a lot of them. I usually buy comics for inspiration. I just go through them and see alternate designs and costumes, and I didn't know the difference between the Superior Spider-Man. I didn't know there were two, and not two, but there was one guy but 2 different costumes until someone pointed it out. And just so happens I had these comics lying around. He's kissing Mary Jane. I mentioned earlier he tried to score with her, and he finally gets to kiss her, I guess. I didn't even read that comic. I only read issue 1, so.
See? You don't even read the comic. How you gonna play yourself the Spider-Man?
Get up. Well, alright guys, I think that's my cue. If you like this video and you want to see more Spider-Man customs, feel free to like, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this first appearance Superior Spider-Man and this guy right here that I just made again. But feel free to subscribe if you haven't. If you have, thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Look, I just want to make videos for the viewers. I know I'm not the coolest or slightly even the cutest, but if you do view this, I promise to be the truest reviewer and customizer while adding some smooth music. You choose it. This future foundation is built big time from the viewer conversations. New creations, channel collaborations, how-tos and tutorials, working with no vacations. Just check the notification and watch for the new vid and be the first to write first. Who won? You did.